Hello children, let us begin with practice set 1.3. Now to do 1.3 we should have the knowledge of conditional statement. We should have the knowledge of conditional statement. Now what is conditional statement? Any statement stated in the if then form is called as conditional statement. Any statement stated in the if then form is called as conditional statement. Like a simple statement will be given to you, and in this given statement you have to bring if and you have to also bring then. You have to bring if and you also have to bring then. Okay, now what will if contain? Your sentence is going to begin with if and then is going to come somewhere in middle. Just remember, your sentence is going to begin with if and then is going to come somewhere in between. When you say that you are going to make the use of if in a statement, you are applying a condition to the statement. You are applying a condition to the statement. Now listen this carefully children. Practice set 1.3. Question 1. 3 sums are related to if then form, and your problem set 1. Question 7. 4 sums are also coming under if then form. So total 3 plus 4, 7 questions we are going to do it now, and whatever statements are given to us we are going to convert them in the if then form. What is going to cover the if part of the sentence? The if part of the sentence will contain the figure about which you are going to talk. You are getting it children? Your if part of the statement will contain the name of the figure about which you are going to describe. Then what will come in then? Then will contain the property of the figure that you are going to mention in the if part. Is it clear? Your if part will contain the name of the figure, and the then part will contain the property of that figure which you have mentioned under if. Now, the first sentence. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Can you name the figure here? Yes, subject. We are talking about a parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? A parallelogram is a name of a quadrilateral. So how will you include if in the statement now? If the quadrilateral is a parallelogram, you are getting the figure name? If the quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then what? Then its opposite angles are congruent. Simple. What did I say? Your if part will contain the name of the figure, and the then part will contain its property. So how do we write the answer? If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. I repeat, if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, your if part is containing the name. Now apply the condition. Then its opposite angles are congruent. Let me repeat once again. The if part will contain the name of the figure, and the then part will contain its properties. The next one. The diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. What are we talking about? We are talking about which quadrilateral? Rectangle. So let us write the if part. If a quadrilateral is a rectangle, now let us start with then. Then what? Then its diagonals are congruent. congruent. Then its diagonals are congruent. I feel it is simple. What will if part contain, children? The name of the figure, and then part will contain the property. The then part will contain the property. Now the third one. In an isosceles triangle, the segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base. Now what are we talking here about? We are talking about a triangle. So if a triangle is isosceles, if the triangle is isosceles, now what will the then part contain? The then part will contain its property. Then the segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base, I hope it is clear now. Okay, let us move to problem set 1, question 7. Let us move to problem set 1, question 7. Now here, every rhombus is a square. Every rhombus is a square. Yes, what are we talking about? We are talking about rhombus. And what is rhombus? Rhombus is a quadrilateral. So let us begin with the if part. If a quadrilateral is a rhombus, if a quadrilateral is rhombus, then it is a square. What is there in the question? Every rhombus is a square. You are talking about rhombus. So rhombus is coming in the if part, and rhombus is a quadrilateral. If every rhombus is a square. So if a quadrilateral is rhombus, then it is also a square. Okay. Next. Angles in linear pair are supplementary. What are we talking about? We are talking about the angles in linear pair. So how do we write? If two angles are in linear pair, if the two angles are in linear pair, then what will happen? If the two angles are in linear pair, they are supplementary. Then they are supplementary. Your if part contains the figure or the subject, and your then part contains the property of the subject. Okay. Now, a triangle is a figure formed by 3 segments. What are we talking about? We are talking about a triangle. So what will your if part contain? Your if part will contain if a figure is a triangle. If a figure is a triangle, then it is formed by 3 segments. So what is our if part? If part is the name of the figure. Now here the name of the figure is given as triangle. Then what is the condition? Then what is the property? Then it is formed by 3 segments.